Here we go.
I'm good right here.
It's not this type of show. The people today. Friday. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. They're here for Maria. They want a psychic reading. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Shane is off at a ceramics class. Please give it up for my dear friend, Miss Shannon, everybody. Hello. Hello, lovely.
Hello, hello.
Look at you. Look at you. Since you've been here, we have the new Christmas set. You look all Christmassy with the plaid.
Yes.
You know, plaid is the holiday thing to wear. Did you know that?
That's what I heard. I like it because I call this sexy lumberjack.
It is sexy. It is very. And I don't know, photographer Eric, or I don't know if he can, look at your boots.
You like that?
I like. Shannon's wearing leather pants and boots, everybody. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. If you remember, everybody, she's single. She's single. If you would like, still, right?
Yeah.
You are. Yeah. We'll put Shannon's email address on the bottom of the screen if you want to. So in about 2 hours, you know, I'm blessed with really good friends. Shannon being one of them. I always talk about my friends because, you know, I moved here. I didn't really know anybody, and my family's kind of small, so my friends are really my family. And we have a tradition in our little travel group. It's the same group that I travel with in July, that one weekend in December we go to Chicago just for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we would go home. So I'm leaving today in just a few hours, and you know I'm not a good flyer. I get very nervous. So every day on the show when I fly, I send a shout out to the crew because I want them to be nice. I would prefer if the captain has a little gray hair. I feel better because I always do this. I sit in the seat and I go like this to look how young the captain is, because I get a little nervous if they look like they're in junior high.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
you want them to be seasoned.
I want them to be seasoned.
Yes.
A little seasoning. Yeah. But I do. They probably think I'm creepy because, you know, when you enter the plane, I always enter and I say hello to the flight attendant. I always use name tags. I think name tags are there for a purpose. So like I go, "Hello, Lori," and then I go like this. I go, "Hello, Lori." And then I look in the cockpit. I'm like, okay. And if I see the back of their head, you know, maybe gray, I feel better. And then I sit down. So I always do a shout out to the crew. I'm flying Delta Flight 2509 today. So if you are a flight attendant on that flight to Chicago, have the vodka soda ready, everybody, please.
A little touch.
Just a little bit. It'll be noon by the time I get there, so it'll be fine. Anyway, by the way, we have a great set of shows next week if you want to come see us. We've made it a little bit easier. We made it a little bit easier to get tickets. You used to, when you went to our ticket site, you would answer like 8,000 questions, like what's your hair color? We don't care anymore. We've made it very easy. You're in by 9:30. You're out by 11:15. Yeah. And next week, we have some great guests, including, I know you're excited, the one and only Sheila E. will be live in our studio again. I love Sheila E. So come see us, get tickets, and it's all starting next week. Right now, though, let's worry about this show. Let's start the hot dish, everybody. Here we go. Good stuff today. It's a busy Friday. It really is. A new controversy involving the Oscars. 2 days after he was named the host of the upcoming Oscars, I woke up to this news. Kevin Hart is out. The comedian backed out of the hosting gig after he was blasted for homophobic tweets that resurfaced this week. Hart made the social media post nearly 10 years ago. They went viral shortly after he got the job as host. Now, at first, Kevin refused to apologize, saying people were looking for reasons to be negative. But he did apologize for what he said in his statement about withdrawing as host. Hart shared this video on Instagram last night. Look at this.
So I just got a call from the Academy, and that call basically said, Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old. or we're going to have to move on and find another host. Talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology. The reason why I passed is because I've addressed this several times. This is not the first time.
Now, Kevin went on to say that he's a different person now than he was when he made those comments. And here's the deal, and I believe this. I think accepting one's apology should be as loud as accusations. So I want us to be in a place where I really do. Forgiveness should be as loud as accusations. And coming as a gay guy, I got to tell you, I didn't like his comments. They were ignorant. They were homophobic. There's no excuse for them. But I am also a person that believes you can change and you can evolve. I have even relatives of mine that used to, as when I was a kid, would make horrific jokes in front of me, not knowing. I don't know how you could know, but I mean, you know. As I was holding my Cabbage Patch Kid, I mean, you know. But anyway, they would make horrible jokes. And years later, you know, my papa, bless his heart, apologized and evolved and said, you know, knowing me as his grandson changed his outlook. So I want to believe Kevin. But you and I believe the same thing, where he made the mistake. Tell the people.
Right, because he didn't just apologize initially. He apologized with that but and then a comma.
Yeah.
And so if you really are changing and evolving and doing all these things, I don't want to hear, I shouldn't have to apologize again. Just apologize. Just keep apologizing. That's fine.
This would have been a 2-hour story. Yeah. This would have been, This would have been a 2-hour story. This would have been a right, Shannon? This would have been a 2-hour story.
I apologized before.
I'm a different
person. Now let's move forward.
Yes.
You may not have liked what he said before, but you at least try to give him a pass on it. Give him a shot.
And I believe that he's changed.
Yes.
I don't think, Kevin, that's in his heart anymore. I want to believe that, and it's disappointing. And in a business aspect, what is the Academy going to do? This is already, and we're going to move on. This is already late to name a host. Kevin's naming was late. I mean, what are they? They're going to have to, I don't know, give it to Betty White or something. I mean, what are they going to do? There's nobody else to host.
Let's go through her Twitter feed first and make sure she didn't say something.
Exactly. Let's.
We got to look. Right.
Anyway, just a debacle. Just a debacle. Next in the dish, Chip Gaines, former star of HGTV's Fixer Upper, is speaking out. This was interesting about leaving the hit show, and Chip is not holding back. Chip is on the cover of next month's Cowboys and Indians magazine. Okay.
Wait, what?
How
did we not know that was a magazine? That should be right next to Cat Fancy. I didn't know that magazine existed.
First of all, how is that a magazine? That bothers. I do not like that, and I'm not a. Okay, but anyway, it's real. You see it there. So bizarre. Anyway, now Chip said leaving the show has been liberating for him and his wife, JoJo. He says they felt giddy since it ended. Now, Chip went on to say, here's the reason why. The first 3 seasons of the show, Chip calls some of the best years of his life. But this was interesting. He said he wasn't a fan of the last 2 seasons. Chip says the show started to feel more staged, and he felt, quote, caged and trapped. If you watch the show, you could have kind of sensed that. He says it was, yeah, you really could. He says it was hard. It was hard when someone, like a producer, would say, go be funny. You know what I mean? Saying it didn't feel authentic. Chip and Joanna recently revealed they're working with the Discovery Network to create their own TV network. We told you about that, but we don't know. They're not going to probably do a full show. They're just going to oversee it. But if you're doing a Chip and Joanna network, you got to have Chip and Joanna on there. But we'll talk about that later. I get where he's coming from, because anybody in television, any big boss will tell you. Dennis Swanson, who used to be our boss here, Dennis Swanson was the man that discovered Oprah. Not discovered her, but put her in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And Dennis said the secret of television is to ignore all the lights and everything and just go on the air and be yourself. And it seems really simplistic, but that really is the key. That's why those two work. That's why they're beloved, because when you watch Chip and Joanna, you think that's them, right?
But it has to be hard once you go from, especially in a reality aspect, being a real person and then becoming yourself as a character.
Yeah.
And they had been on so long, they become a
Chip.
character.
Yeah.
And so they were like, this is what you do as the character that's Chip.
And you also become a corporate entity.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you start selling paint and wallpaper and tchotchkes and microphones, I mean, you become a business to the network. And it's hard to maintain yourself. Next to the dish, we know who will be taking the seat of Julie Chen on the daytime talk show, The Talk. Yeah. She's out. Girl, we feel bad for Julie. They have some... It is not a happy home in the Moonvis home right now. We won't talk about that. Anyway, reports are Carrie Ann Inaba from Dancing with the Stars. Oh. Okay, studio
It seemed
audience.
a little 50-50.
Yeah. Is getting the full-time job on the show. She's been filling in quite a bit since Julie left the show less than 3 months ago. Variety says Carrie Ann will take over permanently in early January. CBS isn't confirming the news just yet. Now, you remember Julie left after her husband, Murphy Pervy Les, who was head of CBS, was fired for multiple sex assault allegations. We got to go. I'll just keep this quick and say, I like Carrie Ann Inaba. It fits The Talk because The Talk is not controversial. If you want controversy, you watch the show that's against us right now, but you don't. Yeah.
The show that will
It's
not
safe.
be named.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a safe bet. Guys, we're going to take a break, go grab a mimosa, and meet me back here in 2 minutes. Back after this. Coming up, we met The Bachelor. Now time to meet the women vying for his love.
Are you ready to go? I'm so ready.
And wait until you see what some of them consider an occupation. Sloth, anyone? Get ready for this.
I think I just took your V card.
Then, glass etching sounds hard, but it's really not. Christropher Straub is going to show us how to do it and make some beautiful things for the holidays in the process. And she's back and ready to see your future. Psychic Maria Shaw is live in our studio. She's going to tell you the best day to find deals based on your zodiac, and she's heading into our studio audience for some live readings. Stay right there. The Jason Show will be right back.
We've decided that we'll just do and I've said this before, we'll just do a remake of the Golden Girls in 40 years. What if we're Rachel, Phoebe, and Monica as just Golden Girls?
Yes. And the backstory is, you've all sort of fallen in love with this kind of chubby British guy.
Yeah. You could be remember what there was
Hear
a
me
kid.
out.
All right.
Who is dating a country music legend.
Oh,
We live next door.
this is good.
And we live next door, and you're always complaining because we're just so noisy, but we are
Singing all
such
the time.
fun. We're never not singing.
Yeah.
I feel like we could take this out tomorrow and someone would buy it.
I bet.
I would watch that show. I would watch that. Welcome back, my friends. That's our late night rewind. James Corden helping Jennifer Aniston come up with a reason for a new Friends spinoff. By the way, she said, that the guys don't want to do the spinoff. So that's why, More Just For You on this Friday. 1 month from today, the new season of The Bachelor begins. Now, we've heard a lot, probably too much, about the new Bachelor, Colton. I edit. Now, I got to tell you, I don't really edit myself a lot on this show. That's how I get in trouble. But I edit myself so much. But y'all know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. But yesterday, we got our first look at the 30 women who will be vying for his heart. Look at this.
Laws are about to come out.
Yes! I'm worried about the girl who's gonna stir the pot. I'm here to get to know Colton. He's my priority. Unfortunately, it's gonna upset some other women.
You talked mad about me. You called us all. You are a liar.
This is why this is hard for me.
Wow. Okay. Now that's a sample. That's a sample of the lovely women, the Bachelorettes on this year's show. Now, I know shit. Believe me. Let's now, hold on. Let's show this and then we'll go.
Okay.
Now, we love looking at the job titles of the women because, they're called supers in TV. It says, Jason Matheson and whatever. So, and they always say Lena, waitress. You know what I mean? Okay. So among our favorites this year, one woman is a sloth. It says her name and she's listed as sloth. We don't know what that means. One woman is listed as Cinderella from Texas. I don't know what that means. And there are several former beauty queens. And we heard from someone on our staff that knows a couple people that Shane found out that the beauty queens all room together and they hate each other.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
I was trying because of Shane and our other friend over at the radio station.
Yeah.
They have been trying to get me back on board with The Bachelor because I used to hate watch the show.
Yeah.
And then I freed myself from The Bachelor. I don't watch it anymore. And so I was going to try and watch it this season. And then this came out and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be miserable.
No, we should hate watch it together.
Okay,
you know
all
what
right.
I mean?
Because then at least misery loves company.
Yeah, we'll do it together.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
We'll get some martinis. Yeah.
Yes.
ABC. But this is disgusting because ABC also announced that they're expanding the premiere to 3 hours. 3 hours.
I just don't like the way they portray
Titanic wasn't even 3 hours.
But 3 hours of watching women hate on other women, this is going to be painful.
Yeah. Oh.
It's going to be painful.
Next in the dish, you know how obsessed I am with the Great British Baking Show, like all of you. Yeah. It's just so wholesome, and I love Mary Berry. Well, last night, the new season of the American version premiered with one familiar face from the British version. Look at this.
For your first signature bake, the judges would like to see a full-sized, single-layer coffee cake. You have 2 hours to present your coffee cake to the judges. On your marks.
Get set. Bake.
Okay. Those are the hosts, Anthony Adams and and if the other host looks familiar, yeah, y'all, that's Baby Spice, that's Emma Button, yeah. Along with Bake Off judge Paul Hollywood, who now joins the American show. His fellow judge is pastry chef Sherry Yard. The American version is all, as you can imagine, all about holiday baking. Now, last season, remember, there was drama because it was taken off the air because of, like, naughty misconduct charges against one of the judges. So they turned this happy, wholesome baking show into a perv festival.
Yes.
And it was horrible. And Mary Berry was on last year, and now they have Paul. I know, because Mary isn't on the original show anymore. And I'm starting to warm up to the new people. I still don't love them as much as, you know, Mel and Sue and Mary.
Yes.
I like Prue. I like Prue. I like Prue's jewelry. I mean, I like her glasses, but I just miss Mary.
Yes.
Like, Mary Berry was like, you want to just hug her and you get
And
cute.
eat her sponge.
And
you
eat
wanted
her
her to bring the sponge over.
And can we just tell you, and
don't be pervy.
I won't. But this is how American baking is so much different, more boring than British baking. The Brits, they have things with like sponge and this and that. What do they have the Americans make? Coffee cake. It's just crazy. Like, we don't have anything fancy. It's like biscuits and apple, you know. Anyway, still to come. You love it when she stops by. Psychic Maria Shaw is giving live readings to our studio audience. But first, the worst of 2018, Entertainment Weekly names the worst TV shows and movies of the year, and you might be surprised what made that list. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this, everybody.
That's my job.
That is Salty Ball.
Just say it.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. This is the fight of our lives.
Wow. New this morning, everybody. The first trailer for the latest Avengers movie is out. It's called Avengers Endgame, and it opens in April. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I know Shannon was so excited. I know. And we heard another rumor, too, really quick, that the Star Wars teaser trailer is supposed to be released before Christmas.
It's going to be the best month
Come on,
ever.
Santa, do it. Yeah. Well, more TV and movie news to chat about. This week, Entertainment Weekly released its picks for the worst movie and TV shows of the past year. We're going to start with TV. The magazine named Insatiable on Netflix as the third worst show of the year. Now, it was a dark comedy, and it was accused of fat shaming, but Entertainment Weekly says Wasn't that? It was just tacky and unfunny. That was the problem. Did you watch this one?
I watched part of it, but I agree with him. It just wasn't enough. There wasn't enough funny to make up for the fact that I thought it was just tacky.
I did see, and Ryan Seacrest was behind that one. A little surprising. Now, I am not sure. No, I'm not sure. I am sure that I do not agree with EW on its #1 pick for the worst TV show of 2018. They say it's the Netflix reboot of Lost in Space. The magazine, yeah, I know. The magazine says the show spread 90 minutes of plot across 10 episodes, dubbing it This Is Us in Space. Now,
That's kind of true. That's kind of true.
What's wrong with that, though?
I don't think it was the worst, but it was overly dramatic.
I know.
What it was.
Hey, look, is there room to improve? Yes. Did I love it as much as I thought? But no, the robot was cool. Will Robinson. The cast is good. Parker Posey in anything I'll watch. But EW, let me tell you, there were far worse shows than that. Now, believe me, far worse. Now, turning to the worst movies of the year, the 5 worst include Venom.
That I disagree with. I don't think it was that terrible. I enjoyed that film.
Okay. Yeah. And life itself. Yeah,
I want a symbiote. Is what I want.
People saw it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people saw it. I don't know. At number 3 is John Travolta's Gotti. Yeah. Well, come on. Second row agrees with me. Did you see it? Was it bad? Okay.
Oh, it's garbage.
EW calls the movie laughably amateurish. It only earned $4.3 million in the box office, but cost $10 million to make. You have to be really bad to only earn that much, let me tell you. Finally, the movie named Worst of the Year by Entertainment Weekly. What is it? Look at this.
Do you really think that I'm ready to be a father?
No. I don't. And I'm not ready to be a mother either, but we'll just figure it out.
I'm not ready to figure it out.
Wow. That was some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my life.
Didn't that just suck all the joy out of us right now?
That was just horrible. That's 50 Shades Freed, which EW says, quote, thank God it's the last movie. Yeah. It was horrible. Yeah. The second one, I will admit, I didn't mind the first one. It was it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but
then you must have thought it was going to be trash.
I did. Coming up, instead of spending big bucks on a gift for someone you love, how about something homemade? Christropher Straub is here to show us how easy it is to do glass etching. I don't even know what it is. It's a great way to personalize gifts. And later, psychic Maria Shaw is here, and she's giving live readings to our studio audience. Who will have a good future? We're going to find out when we come back. Back after this. Watch, she's gonna feel. It's the holiday season, and we're all about finding just the right gift for the people we love. But you can also make some pretty cool things all on your own without even going to the store. Here with his way to personalize holiday gifts is Santa's favorite elf, Christropher Straub, everybody. That's you.
The elf. I am a toy maker.
I know you are.
So, yeah.
Okay, now we have a demo that takes a little while.
Yes, so we're going to jump right into it. And
what are we doing?
So this is called glass etching. Who has done glass etching in the audience? Anybody?
Oh! Back row has. Look at you. One person.
Right. Oh, good, good. This is so easy because you only need a couple things to do it. You need glass.
Okay.
You need tape or stencils, and this glass etch, which is available at Michael's. Use your coupon. It's $7. Easy. But here's the thing. It's called glass etch.
Okay.
But here's the thing. It's only for adults. This isn't for kids because this is strong enough to etch glass. So it is an acid.
Oh, great.
Don't get this on your suit.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
But I'm going to make you work.
Okay.
All right. So I have picked your best friends here, Haley and Jen, and you and I are going to make glasses for them.
Oh, those are my girls. Hey, Haley, and my best friend Jen. Yeah.
So we're going to take our little paintbrush.
Okay.
We're going to take our glass etch. So you have to dip it in here.
Okay.
And only get it on the
letters?
Yes, the letters stay you don't want to get it
off the tape.
That's right.
Okay, so you do this. How much do you put on?
Dab a lot.
Oh,
goob it on.
Goob it on?
Goob it on, yep.
So
more is better. Oh yeah, we shouldn't have done this. So
it's fine. It's fine. We're all good. We're professionals.
I know, and we're stabbing each other with our
It's all right.
paintbrushes.
Yeah, we're professionals at this.
Is
the
that
audience
right?
has very little faith in us, I believe. Yes.
So really, really liberally apply. Okay, these are great for host or hostess gift. These are great for if you have a wedding, you can personalize little favors or the centerpieces for the bridal party. I should start my clock here. All right.
I am very nervous. The fact that this is acid scares me to death. But okay, yeah.
Yeah, it should. Don't get it on your suit.
Oh, well, don't say that. Okay,
Just be careful.
Okay,
just be
I'm almost done.
Oh, but while we're doing this, this is going to be what the end result is over here. I did some with Jason and Colin's name.
Okay, lift those up lift those up.
So you have to get really close. I'll try to do the magic of TV here, and you can see. So it's
here, I'll put white here. Let me put a little.
This is permanent.
See, you can see kind of the names.
Look at this teamwork here.
Kind of look at that. Okay, I'm done.
It etches in. All right, so I'm going to take this away from you.
Okay. Now what do I do? Just let that lay?
Yes, so just let that lay.
And how long does this sit here?
1 to 3 minutes. So we'll be quick. It's so quick. It works really, like I said, Jason, it's acid.
It's acid.
All right, so another thing you could do, if you don't have the way, like who in the audience has a Cricut machine? All right, so we have
back row.
Yeah.
I think she's like a district manager of Michael's or something. I love it. Yeah.
If you don't have that machine to carve the vinyl, you can do your own stenciling. Like this is a little fish here that I stenciled on here.
What is a Cricut machine?
So a Cricut is like a it cuts vinyl, it cuts paper, but it's like a computer that cuts all that stuff.
Oh, fun. Okay.
So you can etch little fun things like this. Could be a fun little centerpiece or a little bowl for your fishy.
Okay.
You could etch glass. You could etch some like a mustache on there or something, or you can do any flat surface, especially clear. So you can turn like a jar into.
I could put the Dallas logo on.
There you go. You could do that.
Yeah.
You could do.
South Fork
for the kids to save up for their favorite toy, or you can turn this into a swear jar or a vacation jar.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna jump in here and call it done. Okay?
Call it done.
So we're taking our glass etch.
Have we given it enough time? I'm nervous.
We'll see.
I don't think we've given it enough time.
Well, since you are the professional.
Me and the back row lady is the professional back up there. Yeah.
So the hotter your water, the better this comes off. This is not the hottest water. But all you do is peel off your little stencil here.
Okay.
Oh, no, he did it.
It kind of worked.
Yeah, no, it for sure worked.
Let me see. Oh.
Okay, let me dry.
Okay, we need to put it in front of something dark.
Here, wait.
Oh, my suit. But don't get it on the suit.
Right. Well,
that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Here, I have a napkin. There we go.
This is great TV, isn't it?
No, I know, but I just want them to see it actually worked. Yeah, look at that. You can see the Jen right there.
So there's Jen.
Yeah.
The longer you leave it on, the deeper the etch.
Repeat that. The longer you keep acid,
on. Yep.
The deeper the
etch. So the more frosted it'll look. And like I said, this is permanent. This isn't some spray on, like frosty.
That will just. Oh, time to take your pill. Yeah.
My meds. Ding, ding, ding.
Christopher. Time to take the pill. Okay, There we go. Your buzzer went off. Okay, that is great. Ladies and gentlemen, Christropher Straub, everybody. I'll take that to Haley.
Yes, please do.
For more on Christopher, head to his website, ChristopherStraub.com. Follow him on social media. Just search for
Schmistopher.
There we go. You can get all of Christopher's books. They're fantastic. A great holiday gift. Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
'Tis the season.
Please. He has kids to pay for. Please, buy his book. Snellcom. Predicting the Future with Psychic Maria Shaw. She's here to explain how the Zodiac may actually help you find deals during the holidays. And she's going into our studio audience to see who she's kind of feeling. Find out when we come back after this. Brooke and Haley. Love when our next guest stops by, especially my mama, and so do you. She helps us know exactly what to expect in the future, making several predictions each time she's here, and she has a really good track record with our staff. Give it up for nationally known psychic, Maria Shaw, everybody. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
Fantastic. I just flew in last night from New Orleans where it was 70 and sunny.
Oh.
So I can't come in today, and it's like Christmas here.
It is. It is very, yeah. And I was just in
Beautiful.
New Orleans. I love New Orleans. Okay, so we're going to have Maria around for a little while. We're going to go in the audience for a little bit, but in just a minute. But first, best days, because it's the shopping season as well. You know, remember the reason for the season, but we're going to go shopping. You know the best days to shop, right?
Right. Astrologically, I only shop when I know there's going to be a good sale.
Yeah.
So I could be driving somewhere and all of a sudden, oh, the moon's in Leo today. So I put the brakes on, head to the malls, and I get deals and steals.
Seriously?
Seriously. And when the moon's in Leo, and no matter what sign you are, it's a good time to gamble, but it's also a good time for shopping the sales. And unfortunately, the moon in Leo is on the 24th, but I guess that's good for procrastinators.
Oh, so Christmas Eve is the day to
you're going to get the best sales.
To get into Macy's. Okay, so here they are right there. The best bargain days are what, Maria, right there?
Actually, today we have a new moon in Sagittarius conjuncted by the lucky planet Jupiter.
Okay.
So in layman's terms, it's a lucky day. The 18th and the 24th. Those are the three best of the best.
Those are the best. And then indecisive shopping, blow your budget shopping. You can tell when we're going to spend a lot of money?
The following weekend, the 14th and the 15th and the 16th. You have to be very careful. Most people those days will go in. There's no boundaries. The moon will be in Pisces. People will like this and like this and like this. They'll overindulge. Blow your budget.
Okay. And then and that's me. Indecisive shopping, tell us about that.
Well, that's when the moon is in Gemini. And if we have any Geminis in the audience, you know sometimes it's hard to make up your mind. They want to buy two of everything.
Yeah.
So you may be very indecisive about the gifts, and you may go back and forth. And those are the days that you'll probably see your gift regifted if you buy them on those days, or they'll be in the return line on the 26th.
That candle will be returned to Target. That's right, yeah. I love it. So probably the best advice, Christmas Eve is the day to shop for anybody, for any sign.
For the best sales.
For the best sales. That or the 18th is the best.
Right.
Okay, and it counts no matter what your sign is.
Right, no matter what sign you are.
Okay. Now, overall, let me just ask for a couple signs.
Okay.
I'll represent the Leo. Any Leos in the audience? Any Leos? Wow. One. Okay. How are Leos looking for 2019? What are you feeling?
They're actually doing very well. They're going to be trined by the planet Jupiter, and that's a very lucky period. Growth and expansion, but Leos are going to be the luckiest at gambling. You know, we've talked about that before. 2019 is your luckiest year in 12 years to hit the casino.
Seriously?
Yes.
For Leos?
For Leos.
The luckiest year in 12 years for gambling?
Right. It's also a good year to get pregnant. But when we talked about those darn dogs before, remember I said don't get that one dog because it's going to be the dog from hell.
I know. I still only have two.
Right.
So I'm waiting for that dog from hell to come. I hope that's
Well, I'm saying you just have to say no.
Okay. Oh, I will say no. Believe me, I will say no. Okay. Now, this is humor me here. This is just for my executive producer. What if they have a birthday next week? What's the future hold? What's the future hold?
That's a Sagittarius,
yes.
and Sagittarius it's the golden child in 2019. Jupiter is in their sign.
Don't say that because he's in my ear now going, hello.
Yes. Yeah. More money.
More money.
Growth, expansion, but also weight gain.
Oh. Okay, the reason. Audience, can I tell you why that's really fun? And the staff is dying right now because our executive producer just lost a ton of weight. Yeah. So in my ear, when you said that, he goes, wrap her immediately. Yeah. She's not going anywhere, though, because when we come back, we're going to go in the audience. But don't forget, you can get personal readings from Maria this Sunday at the Radisson Roseville Psychic Fair. It runs from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. Admission is only $10. Go to mariashaw.com for more information. Like I said, Maria's sticking around. After the break, we're going into our studio audience for some live readings, and you never know what will happen with these folks. We'll be right back after this. That was so good. Welcome back, everybody. We are back with Psychic always love doing this. It's time to do some live readings with our studio audience. Who would like a reading? Who would like a... You're closest. You come on down. Come right here. There we go. What's your name?
Molly.
Molly. Maria, what do we...
What's your birthday?
February 23rd.
Okay, so she's a Pisces. And Pisces are some of the most sympathetic types of people. And you'll do anything for anybody. They do whine a little bit, but they are very good people.
It's all right. I do too. It's fine.
So this year is going to be very lucky for you with your work. Anything you want to do career-wise, Jupiter is going to be at the top of your astrology chart. This is the time to go for it in 2019. The only thing is make sure that you ask for more money. As a Pisces, sometimes you're a little shy about that. But I would say, hey, listen, I'm worth it. Go for it. But I'm expecting you to do really well. And their man in your life also has a really good present for you this year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Email us about that one when that happens. Who else would like a reading? You come here first. Come on down. I'll move my way up. There we go. What's your name?
Jane.
Jane.
What's your birthday?
June 2nd.
Oh, no, she's a Gemini. So so you may have some trouble shopping this month a little bit. Should I buy this? Should I buy that? You know, but Geminis are a lot of fun, and you're going to have a very, very long life. But I have a lot of good news for you for 2019. You're going to be in the best year for love. This is your soulmate year. People are going to be nice to you. Do you remember all the challenges you had like in 2015, 16, and 17 with people? You had some losses. You had some disappointments with people. That's behind you. Now you're being rewarded. Good karma is coming back. Lots of love and happiness.
Ooh, love you.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm going to hang out with you for the next few years. Yes. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, you come on down. Come on down. With the fashionable boots. Love them. Okay, what's your name?
Gina.
Gina, what's your birthday?
April 22nd.
April.
Okay, so you're right on the cusp. And you'll probably want to know about money because you're a Taurus. And this is a year that you can pay debt down. And are you married?
Yes.
Because he's going to make more money. Be extra nice to him this new year. He's going to make more money. I do see debt being paid down, and I also see you getting some type of a big loan or something that you're working on or doing that you're going to want to put out for. You're getting the funding to do it. And I also want to say that there's 2 gifts that you're going to get this year. One is, I can't even say it on the air. One is very private, and it might be something that happens around New Year's. And then she's already blushing. She's already blushing. And then the other one is something that you've been wanting for the last 3 or 4 years and have never gotten it under the tree. You're going to get it this year.
Will you please email us on New Year's Eve and tell us how everything went? Thank you. Thank you. Come on down. Come on down. Watch your steps. Watch your steps. There we go. What's your name?
Kay.
And what's your birthday?
July 13th.
Oh, she's a Cancer like me. We can cry together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Cancers, they're going to have a lot of luck this year with your health, with your work. It doesn't sound really fun, does it?
I don't have a job right now, so that'll be
good. Okay, good. And also, what I would tell you is if you don't have a job right now, think about owning your own business. There are more self-made millionaires born under the sign of Cancer than any other sign. You know, yeah, have you thought about that at all?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're going to find the perfect job because you're not supposed to be working for somebody else. You're supposed to be doing your own thing. You're good at bossing people around, but you do it in a nice way. You know, you're doing it in a nurturing way.
Are you bossy? A little bit, okay.
My kids would say yes.
Yeah.
So think about opening up your own business next year because you're going to have a lot of support.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you so much. I want to go to this side. Come on down. Watch your steps. Watch your steps. I want to go to this side. There we go. What's your name?
Deborah.
Deborah, and your birthday?
February 9th.
February 9th.
Okay, so we have an Aquarius. Now, Aquarius's lucky year is about 2021, but this year's not going to be bad. This year, it's going to be about who you know that's going to help you get ahead. Lots of friends, and you also have either a secret Santa or
friends up there. The friends just nodded right there. Yeah.
Oh, she does that. Either a secret Santa or a secret admirer. So, you want the Santa or the admirer?
I want the Santa, yeah.
Okay. And there's also a very big trip in your future, too. And you may take a couple of these ladies with you because it looks like it's a girls' weekend away. I don't know if it's Vegas or a cruise, but you're going somewhere where one of these ladies back here
I'm coming with,
likes
FYI,
to drink, likes to get a little tipsy, and she is going to be a ball.
Turtleneck! It's the turtleneck right there!
But a wonderful travel,
Yeah, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Let's do this. Let's pull in a member of our own family. Let's get Shannon over here to see how you feel about Shannon. Shannon? Okay. Right here.
Now, Shannon's an Aries, right?
Okay. Yes.
She can be bossy, too.
Very.
But she's also one of the most intelligent people you'll ever know, and she'll tell you she is. But she really is very, very smart. She can organize things and multitask. She gets slow with, she gets impatient with slow people.
Very.
That's the thing. It's come on. And you drive like a bat out of hell too. You got to be careful. But this is going to be a good year to get more recognition. And you have a boss or a supervisor or manager that absolutely loves you and thinks you're it. There could be a promotion within the next 18 months.
Yeah. Really quick, Maria, look deep into your soul before we wrap. How about love? What are you finding for 2019 for Shannon?
You've chosen not very wisely in the last couple of years.
I know that.
You just got to change some patterns. You went through a big heartbreak between 2009 and 2013. There was a big heartbreak.
Yes.
This year will be better, but you stop trying to fix people and save people.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Give it up for Psychic Maria Shaw. Oh, I love that. You can meet her this Sunday at the Radisson Roseville Psychic Fair. It runs from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. Admission is $10. Go to mariashaw.com for more information. We're going to be back to wrap up the show when we come back. Wrapping things up. Shannon joins me.
You know I was hiding from Maria Shaw for a reason.
I know you were. That's why I pulled you onto TV. You should explain, if you want to, how right on, and you are skeptical.
I was. But no, with the time period that she talked about, how I went through some heartbreak, that was when I was going through my divorce, as you know. And she's never talked to me before, so the fact that she was able to go, here's what you were going through, and you know that was when I was not living my best life, when I was going through that. So she was completely correct.
And she was right about your traits?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and I hope that she's right about what might happen in the future, because that would be fantastic.
Because you are too special to not find somebody. I will tell you that right now.
Thank
so
you
yes,
very much.
Yeah. You are special and fine all by yourself. You need to find someone that appreciates how special you are. Yes. Well, before we go this morning, I always like to throw something at the end of the show. You are going to love this. I thought this was so cool. We're getting our first look at a new one-of-a-kind attraction. Now, before we roll the video, Leo, I want to explain it to people. Coming to Disneyland in Tokyo, y'all know how they do the animatronics, like, you know, President Lincoln like this, and the movements are a little stilted. Look at this video of what they can do now. You're looking at okay, now that's the animation that they're basing these on. The new, look at that.
Whoa.
Look how smooth the movements are. That's the new Beauty and the Beast ride that features animatronics that's an animatronic, everybody. That is an animatronic. It basically looks like living cartoons. People ride in giant teacups that move throughout the ride independently, recreating the Be Our Guest dinner scene, even letting people dance with Belle and the Beast. It's not clear when the new attraction will open and whether it will come to Disney World or Disneyland. How cool is that?
That's super cool, but I don't know.
I love that.
Should we love it, or should we be really scared that robots can look that real now?
I know.
That's a little scary. It's that good.
Because, you know, when you think of the animatronics, they're always a little bit like C-3PO. The fluidity of those are crazy good. Just unbelievably. I know, now we need to go to Tokyo.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which is fine. Tell everybody, I'll get Fox to work on that.
Yes.
Tell everybody you have some shows coming up this
And it's
weekend.
not nearly as sexy as Tokyo, but no, this weekend I'm going to be at the Royal Comedy Theater in Hopkins, so you can come down and see us. So, headlining there. And I do encourage people to go and get their tickets. Go to royalcomedy.com and get your tickets, because the last time I was there, we did sell out. And I appreciate everybody that came out, but there were some people that got to the door and couldn't get in. So go and check it out.
Look at you selling out crowds. That's right. And again, Christropher Straub, you can get all of his merchandise at his website, ChristropherStraub.com. He sells great children's books, if you don't know. And Maria Shaw, again, this weekend in Roseville. Just go to Maria's website, and we'll put a link to all of these on our segments. Just go to our Jason Show Facebook page a little bit later and click videos for all the segments from today's show. So, yeah. Now, Monday, Monday on The Jason Show, wine diva Leslie Miller will be back with us with her wine picks that pair perfectly with holiday snacks. And we already have the recipes for the snacks that you're going to want to make. Plus, the woman behind Junk Market is in the studio showing us how to create beautiful she sheds. And a big announcement from us here at The Jason Show. That's coming up on Monday. But right now, I want to thank this great studio audience. They were so fun today. Thank you so much, and thanks to all of you watching. Again, if you want tickets, go to our Facebook page and click tickets. But right now, as we wrap up the week, if you're a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody could tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.